Good afternoon. I'm Hidalgo County Judge Richard F. Cortez, Chairman of Hidalgo County Drainage District Number 1. Today's board meeting is being conducted within the parameters of Governor Greg Abbott's suspension of certain open meeting law requirements to the extent necessary to allow for telephonic and video conference meetings in response to this COVID-19 matter. Notice of this meeting has been posted online for at least 72 hours. The board is meeting by the use of Zoom software and telephone transmission, which allows two-way communication for members of the public during the public comment portion of this agenda. The meeting is being broadcast live online. A recording of this meeting is being made and will be made available to the public at a later date. The time now is 1:46. I call this meeting to order and we'll begin with a roll call to establish quorum with precinct number 1 commissioner.
Good afternoon, David Fuentes, Precinct 1.
Eddie Cantu, Precinct 2.
Everardo Villarreal, Precinct 3.
Ali Torres, Precinct 4.
And Richard Cortez, County Judge, that constitutes a quorum. Would you please lead us in prayer?
Father God, we give you thanks for this day you have given us, and we seek your clarity and your peace over all that is occurring in our country. We know you are with us and for us as we gather together to seek your counsel. We continue to pray for the judge and 4 commissioners that you have appointed to lead this great county of ours. We pray for our mayors, city councils, police chiefs, judges, district attorney, sheriff, and all who serve our local communities. Strengthen them with your wisdom and grace for the heavy burdens they carry. May they manage their teams and projects with love. Keep their hearts pure and their eyes turned toward your face as they work in the best interests of the people they are called to serve. I ask for your wisdom and guidance for myself and all of our workers of this great county. May we work and carry out our duties as we are working for you, Father God. We continue to pray for the first responders, doctors, nurses, hospitals as they deal with the pandemic and illnesses. Give them your wisdom, strength, and peace as they deal with the sick. We lift those up that are battling illnesses. We ask for healing, for your healing hand over them. Provide their families with the peace that you can only bring. We praise you for the healing that has come through you. We pray for comfort and peace over the families of those who have lost loved ones. Father God, may we focus on what you are carrying out your duties throughout the day, and may we find opportunities to be a blessing to others. Scripture reminds us that the more we seek you, the more we will find you. May there be more of you and less of us, Father God, and may your peace be over us today. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 Did we have anyone sign up for open forum?
Yes, Judge, we had one person, but they seem to be having difficulties getting through on the phone line. I don't see them in the room.
We'll come back. We'll go to the approval of the consent agenda.
Yes, sir, Judge, Commissioners, we have just our normal approval check register. We do have one item vetted by engineering and county. Everything's in order. Recommend approval.
So moved.
Is there a second? A motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item, 5A.
Yes, sir. 5A, requesting approval for the destruction of salvaged HDD-1 uniforms in the interest of safety and security against possible misuse of said items since they contain HDD-1 logo.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
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 Motion
Aye.
carries.
Thank you. Item 5B, requesting approval to submit an application for the FEMA Building Resilient Infrastructure and Communities Program and approval for the County Drainage District General Manager to execute application and any subsequent forms.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item C, requesting approval to pay out Texas Water and Water Reimbursement Fund $248,395.68 to the Hidalgo County Precinct 4 for construction of segment 1 of the Rainbow Drain for the pay period as follows. Pay period 3 from 1/6/2020 to 1/19/2020, the amount of $60,051.93. Pay period 4 from 1/2020 and then, to 2/20 $1,691.07. Pay period 26 from 11/23/2020 to 12/06/2020 in the amount of $60,019.33, and pay period 27 from 12/07/20 to 12/20/20 in the amount of $81,633.35.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 6A1, requesting approval of a supplemental agreement number 2, the professional engineering service contract, CCD 119-011-0423 with LNG Consulting Engineers, DBA LNG Engineers for the project South Florida Drain 2018 bond referendum project 34, to reflect the revised Exhibit D work schedule with an extended termination date of February 1st, 2023, subject to review and compliance House Bill 1295.
Motion to approve?
Second.
We have a motion second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 2, requesting approval of supplemental agreement number 1 to work position number 1 of the professional engineering service contract, CDD 119-011-0423 with LNG Consulting Engineers, Inc., DBA LNG Engineers for the project South Lateral Drain 2018 bond referendum project 34, to reflect the revised period of service to end on February 1st, 2023, subject to review and compliance with House Bill 1295.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Thank you. Item B, requesting approval of supplemental agreement number 1 for professional engineering service contract, CCD 119-023-0423 with CHA Group for the project Mount 11 North, Texas Boulevard 2018 bond referendum project 23, to reflect the revised Exhibit D work schedule with an extended termination date of February 28, 2024, subject to legal review and compliance House Bill 1295.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Second.
We have a motion second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
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 Carries.
Thank you. Item B2, requesting approval of supplemental agreement number 1 to work position number 1 of professional engineering service contract, CTD 119-023-0423 with CSA Group for the project Mount 11 North and Texas Boulevard 2018 bond referendum project 23, to reflect the revised period of service to end on February 28, 2024, subject to review and compliance House Bill 1295.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Sorry, I apologize. Supplemental agreement number 2. I apologize for that.
Or two?
Yes, for the record.
Motion to approve?
Second.
That correction. We have a motion second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
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 Carries.
Thank you. Item C, approval to issue payment of the following items, proceeding review and compliance, contract terms and conditions. Applicant payment number 2 in the amount of $126,618.53 from Gonzalez Engineering and Management LLC pertaining to contract number ACD 120-040-908, 3 3/4 mile road and Schubach Road project engineer, Mr. Javi Hinojosa. Everything's in order.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item D, 1, payment application number 2 in the amount of $324,000 from H.R. Lee Service LLC pertaining to construction contract number ACD 120-042-0908, Mission Lateral Section 2, project engineer, LNG engineer. Everything's in order.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Okay, that's all we have today.
We don't have
I'm
any.
sorry, what was that, Jaime? Hold on, Judge, I apologize. Go ahead.
Item B2. Judge Commissioner, just for clarification, I apologize. Item B2, it was supplemental number 1. Just for the record.
You want to repeat that?
Yes, sir, Judge. Item B2, it was supplemental agreement number 1. Apologize for the inconvenience.
Okay.
6B2.
Let the record show that, the correction.
Yes, sir.
We don't have anything for a closed session.
Not today, Judge. Next week is when we'll have the item for closed session.
Okay. I have a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Oh,
Judge, there's the caller has come back in. They
Okay.
signed in. It's going to be Miss Linda Falcon. Let me let her in right now. Ms. Falcon?
Yes, I'm here. Okay, good afternoon, Ms. Falcon. There is a 3-minute time limit. I will advise when there is 1 minute. I will start when you start.
Gracias. Good afternoon, Board of Directors. This is Linda Falcon, owner of First Prodigy Right-of-Way Services. I would like to begin today by apologizing for my oversight for the public meeting held on January the 12th, 2020. I indicated in the meeting that I had not heard back from any of the Hidalgo County Commissioners regarding my request to be considered for right-of-way services. I did actually get an immediate response from Commissioner from Precinct Number 4, Ms. Eli Torres. She truly is the People's Commissioner because she not only contacted me by phone, but she personally responded to my emails. Commissioner Torres, please accept my apologies. Commissioner from Precinct Number 3, Ever Villarreal, you have just taken office the beginning of January, and I believe you're not familiar with my request. Please also accept my apologies. Commissioner from Precinct Number 2, Mr. David Fuentes, I did receive a call from a gentleman. I'm not sure if his last name was Guerra or Garza. It was right before Thanksgiving. He was going to get back to me, but I have not heard back from him. Again, I'm not sure if he's from your precinct. Commissioner from Precinct Number 1, Mr. Eduardo Cantu, although I received a request for my resume from your office, the opportunity presented by your engineer did not provide me with the ability to negotiate my rates or take credit for cases completed by my company. Further, there was no concrete offer presented because proposed right-of-way, if any, was not available until 6 to 10 months. With all due respect, Mr. Cantu, I appreciate your efforts. The heart of the issue remains. Hidalgo County needs to address the underrepresentation of women-owned businesses in the right-of-way field. There is no comparison. The opportunity offered to my company versus the contracts currently awarded to male-owned companies. If the County of Hidalgo has recently started to award right-of-way contracts to women engineering firms, the awards given to these firms still does not compare to previous awards. I pray Hidalgo County reviews my concerns and addresses them impartially and with equality. Please create an ordinance to establish a set-aside for local, state, and federal contracts for women-owned businesses. Please know that I have been approaching Hidalgo County for right-of-way opportunities way back since 2006, 2007, before you all were in office. Back then, I met with the right-of-way department for each precinct and introduced my company and services. They also said they would get back to me. I also met with Texas Department of Transportation administrator for it, who works for LNG Engineering right now. They also did not provide me with the opportunity. Please, I hope my opinions expressed today does not blacklist me from future right-of-way opportunities. God bless you all.
Thank you.
I have a motion to adjourn, please.
So move.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Good afternoon. I'm Hidalgo County Judge Richard F. Cortez. Today's Commissioners Court meeting is being conducted within the parameters of Governor Greg Abbott's suspension of certain open meeting law requirements to the extent necessary to allow for telephonic and video conference meetings in response to this COVID-19. Notice of this meeting has been posted online for at least 72 hours. The court is meeting by the use of Zoom software and telephone transmission, which allows two-way communication for members of the public during the public comment section. This meeting is being broadcast live online. A recording of this meeting is being made and will be made available to the public at a later date. The time now is 1 minute after 2. I call the meeting to order and we'll start with a roll call with Commissioner Precinct Number 1.
Good afternoon, David Fuentes, Precinct 1.
Eddie Cantu, Precinct 2.
Everardo Villarreal, Precinct 3.
Eli Torres, Precinct 4.
Richard Cortez, County Judge, that constitutes a quorum. Today, Commissioner Fuentes will be introducing our veteran that will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Commissioner.
Thank you very much, Judge. I'd like to welcome Jorge Peña, who currently works as our Deputy Chief Administrator here at Precinct 1. He is a former corporal in the U.S. Marine Corps and served from August 23rd, 1999 to August 22nd, 2003. He also serves as a city municipal judge in the city of Ed Couch. He's a registered nurse, licensed paramedic, married to Edith Peña, and together they share 6 amazing children. He is the son of Jorge and Berta Peña, originally from Elsa, Texas. He was a field radio operator and communicator in the military. He was also participated in the Iraq invasion and first troops in country, served under the 1st Marine Division, 1st Light Armored Reconnaissance. We're very proud to have him here in Precinct 1. We welcome him to give us or lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance today.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Commissioner. Appreciate that. I'll go ahead and begin. Thank you, everybody. You can put your hand in your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to
the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Today, we're also honored to have the Honorable Judge Renee Benacourt that will lead us in today's prayer. Judge?
Thank you, Judge, and thank you, everyone, for this invitation. If you can please bow your heads. Dear Lord, thank you for this glorious day. We ask that you watch over us and all those who are asking for your prayers. Please help heal those who are mourning their loved ones lost to this disease. Please continue standing by our community leaders, educators, healthcare professionals, and all of the businesses who work day in and day out during this pandemic. For the sick and infected, we ask that you heal and help them. For our vulnerable populations, we ask that you protect them. For those in financial hardships, we ask that you help provide. We also ask that you place the necessary tools to help fight this disease into our hands and help guide us as we protect all of our county citizens by making the best decisions possible. Please continue to protect us and inspire us. In your name we pray, amen.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Next is the consent agenda. Do we have any items to be removed from consent agenda, Valdi?
Yes, sir, Judge. Commissioner, with your permission, I'd like to pull from consent agenda item 7A and 7B.
Okay, I have a motion for the balance of the consent agenda.
Motion to approve without 7A and B?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carried.
Commissioners, for the record, there will be no action taken on consent agenda items 7A and 7B.
Okay. Next item is open forum. How many people do we have signed up?
Judge, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 6 people total.
Okay, please invite them in.
Okay, we'll bring the first one in. Dominga Martinez. 726.
Good afternoon.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes. Good afternoon, Ms. Martínez. Trae un límite de 3 minutos. Yo le voy a avisar cuando le sobra 1 minuto.
Ok. Mi nombre es Dominga Martínez, soy miembro de Lupe. Y nada más, buenas tardes al señor comisionado, el precinto 3. Estamos listos para trabajar con él. Nomás quería hacerle una pregunta, ¿hasta dónde va el internet aquí en el precinto 3? Y también decirle, a ver si nos puede informar por el Facebook, en dónde están poniendo las vacunas del COVID, porque no se nos ha informado. Y muchas veces vamos a donde hay no se alcanza.
Gracias. Judge, Commissioners, this is a quick translation. Ms. Domingo Martinez is with the organization Lupe. She is introducing and welcoming Commissioner Precinct Ever Villarreal. She had 2 questions, one dealing with internet and services in the county area, as well as Facebook and publication of vaccine clinics in Hidalgo County. Mr. Lopez, our second presenter.
Next person will be Maria Vargas. And she's now in the room.
Sí, buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes, Ms. Vargas. Trae un límite de 3 minutos. Yo le voy a avisar cuando le sobra 1 minuto.
Ok, muchas gracias. Buenas tardes, mi nombre es María Vargas, vivo en la colonia Eduardo 5 y soy miembro de la organización Lupe. Antes que nada, para desearles un feliz año nuevo y muchas bendiciones para todos. Hablo para pues estar al pendiente y estar pendiente de las reuniones futuras, ¿verdad? Porque me interesa saber lo que pasa en mi comunidad. Y también para preguntar sobre dónde viene es que el internet público, el Wi-Fi que están poniendo, porque pues ya que a los niños de nuestra comunidad sí les hace mucho falta, en especial a mis niños también, que aunque les han proporcionado internet de la escuela, no es suficiente y no les ha beneficiado mucho. Batallamos un poco con lo de la internet y estar al pendiente de ver cómo nos pueden ayudar. Y pues saber de lo de la recolección de la basura, cuánto pueden pasar, van a estar pasando a recoger basura y así estar al pendiente de lo que acontece en mi comunidad. Por medio de la organización estamos al pendiente en las reuniones, trabajando para saber qué pasa. Y más que nada lo de la internet, que sí nos interesa bastante, porque nos beneficiaría bastante, ya que no tenemos señal para acá de cable ni nada para estos rumbos de nuestra comunidad. Y pues estar así, nada más, al pendiente de lo que pueda pasar que nos beneficie. Más que nada para nuestros niños, como lo digo, porque somos en las comunidades acá de más bajos recursos donde padecemos de la falta de internet y estamos esperando que nos llegue para acá la señal. Nunca es tarde para que nos llegue. Y pues muchas gracias por su tiempo y es todo.
Gracias, Ms. Vargas. Judge Commissioner, as a quick translation, Ms. Vargas is introducing herself. She is with the Colonia Eduardo 5 or 5. She is with the organization Lupe, and she is wishing the court a happy new year and a prosperous new year. She is interested in her community with respect to updates in her area, twofold, one being the internet connectivity project Hidalgo County has. So she'd like for some updates with respect to the project in her area, as it would be beneficial to the kids in her area and in general countywide. And the second is the trash collection pickup for her area as well. She'd like for some community updates in that regard as well. Thank you.
Gracias.
Gracias. Mr. Lopez, our third presenter.
Third one will be Janet Rodriguez.
Crazy.
And she should be in the room now.
Ms. Rodríguez.
Sí.
Ok, trae un límite de 3 minutos. Yo le voy a avisar cuando le sobra 1 minuto.
Ok.
Puede comenzar.
Ok.
Adelante, Ms. Rodríguez.
She put it on mute. She put the phone on mute.
Mr. Lopez, can you see if you can unmute Ms. Rodríguez?
I just sent her to unmute.
Señorita Rodríguez. Mr. Lopez, can we go to our next presenter while you try and resolve the muting with Ms. Rodríguez?
Yes, I'm just going to put her back in the waiting room. I'll bring Carla Rodriguez. And she's in the room now.
Sí.
Sí, buena. Señorita Rodríguez, trae un límite de 3 minutos. Yo le voy a avisar cuando le sobra un minuto puede comenzar.
Ok. Buenas tardes. Primero que nada, quiero darle la bienvenida al señor Everardo Villarreal. Mi nombre es Carla Rodríguez, soy del precinto 3, pertenezco a la colonia Eduardo 7, soy miembro de Lupe, tengo desde el 2016 organizando en mi colonia. Hemos trabajado en el alambrado público, limpiezas de colonia. Esperamos podernos reunir pronto para trabajar juntos por el bien de nuestras colonias. Gracias.
Gracias. Judge Commissioners, as a quick update, Ms. Rodriguez is welcoming our new commissioner, Ever Villarreal. She is from the Precinct 3 area, specifically Eduardo 7 or 7 Colonia. She is with Lupe and has been a community organizer since 2016. And she is ready to work with the commissioner on community projects. Mr. Lopez, our next presenter.
Next one is Cardenas.
I'm sorry?
3. Oh. I was just about to let her in. It looks like she lost connection.
Okay.
Okay.
Our next presenter then, while you try and resolve getting her back on.
Here, I think I got it now. It's, let me admit her in.
What was her name again, sir?
Eufema Cardenas.
Eugenia Cárdenas. ¿Sí?
Buenas tardes, señorita Cárdenas. Cárdenas, trae un límite de 3 minutos. Yo le voy a avisar cuando le sobra un minuto.
Está bien. ¿Ya empezó?
Sí, por favor.
Mr. Zavala, good afternoon. How are you? It's Alex from the Warren's office. Not too bad. Sorry we're having technical.
Muy buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Eugenia Cárdenas. Pertenezco al precinto 3. Soy de la colonia Eduardo 7 y le quiero dar la bienvenida en nombre de nuestra colonia a usted, nuestro comisionado, señor Eduardo Villarreal. Nos gustaría tener una junta comunitaria y darle la bienvenida, continuar en el proyecto pendiente. Gracias.
Gracias. Thank you. Judge Commissioners, as a translation, Ms. Cardenas is with in the Precinct 3 area, and she is welcoming Commissioner Villarreal, and she would like to formulate a discussion via meeting with Commissioner for community projects. Mr. Lopez, our next presenter.
Yes, we have Janet Rodriguez again. Let me see if we can. Okay, should be in the room now.
Rita Rodríguez trae un límite de 3 minutos. Yo le voy a avisar cuando le sobra un minuto.
Ok. Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Janet Rodríguez. Soy miembro de la Lupe, pertenezco a la colonia Eduardo 7 del precinto 3 y queremos darle la bienvenida al comisionado, el señor Everardo Villarreal. En nombre de mis vecinos esperamos tener una junta pronto para poder trabajar y hacer más cosas positivas para las colonias. Muchas gracias.
Thank you. Gracias. Judge Commissioners, translation for general public is Ms. Rodriguez is with the organization Lupe. She is in Precinct 3 area and is with Colonia Eduardo 7 or 7. And she is welcoming Commissioner Precinct Ever Villarreal and would like to have a meeting with the commissioner so that they can start working on community projects. Mr. Lopez?
Okay, our last person will be Fern. She's here in person.
Okay. Good afternoon, Ms. McClarity. There is a 3-minute time limit, and I will advise when there is 1 minute.
We would also like to have a meeting with different commissioners one day in the future. And I want to thank all the commissioners and Commissioners Court for having the door locked for the Commissioners Court today so that we can't look inside to see that it's empty and it's not working except for the 2 new television screens that we have in there. Commissioners, we are here again asking for the same question. How is your spending going to help the people of Hidalgo County? A significant portion of the people live in poverty. So how is spending 360 million, and it will soon be 400 million, on the new courthouse? Have you forgotten the 56-inch drain line from the courthouse to the expressway along University that will start shortly after the COVID-19 virus is over, or at least under control? Then all the stores will be closed again on that side of Edinburgh. Can all the people who cannot afford to pay their property taxes go live at the new courthouse? Are the people who you've hired on a temporary basis, or those who have been given salary increases, go to live there also? Because some of them are also going to need a home. We are trying to understand why you are taxing the poor to give to the rich. This makes no sense because 40% of the poor can't pay. To add to this situation, the county has created the tax abatement program for the rich. This means poor can't pay and the rich are getting a tax abatement. So who is left to pay? All those who have private sector middle-class jobs, if they have their jobs and businesses left. This group pays more because they need to make up the balance. This commissioner court needs to come back to work and explain what they are doing and how it will improve the lives of all residents. Also on the agenda today, 12A, declaration of public purpose for the purchase of promotional items. Who or what is being promoted? Is the county or the taxpayers that are paying for it? Who are paying for these promotional items? The taxpayers. All the elected officials do this. Why have your name on it if you're only informing the public about helping them? Just asking. I have a bottle that here, it's got the seal for the county, Hidalgo County. I'm not going to mention what office it is, but that's fine. Put the office, whether it be Constable Precinct 4, the District Attorney, Precinct 1, whatever. But don't put your name on there, and you can put what it is, whether it be the constable and the phone number, that's fine. But to me, when you put the person's name that is an elected official, it should go on their campaign finance report that this is being taken and being used. So I do have a problem with the department putting or the elected official putting their name on all the items that you're making the taxpayers pay for. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Lopez, do we have any more presenters?
No, that was all.
I never know.
Okay, then we'll go on to item 6A, the recognition of Mr. Felix Rodriguez for being awarded the Veterans Commission Service Officer of the Year. I believe we have somebody here to make that presentation.
Can you hear me? All right.
Yes,
Judge, commissioners, a most pleasant afternoon. Am I on now?
Yes, you are.
Okay, great, terrific. Thank you for having me this afternoon, and I'm really speechless about this award that has been presented to me by the Texas Veterans Commission. It's a, let's see now, can you all see this thing? It says Texas Veterans Commission, Veterans County Service Officer of the Year to Felix Rodriguez for 2020. I was looking for an all expense paid ticket, airline ticket to the Bahamas as well. But Mike Yeager says that I'm going to have to settle for a trip over to South Padre Island, and I got to pay for it myself. So,
okay. Well, we had asked somebody from the Texas Veterans Commission to make a quick announcement and presentation. Did that person not make it to today's meeting?
Okay,
apparently
I'm not aware that they are, Judge.
Well, Judge, if you allow me, I could point out to some of the things that Felix has achieved in order to get this this award, Judge, if you allow me.
Please, someone, please.
Okay. Judge Felix Rodriguez, VSO for Hidalgo County, has been advocating to do his appeals to the Board of Veteran Appeals for our residents in Hidalgo County. These Board of Veteran Appeal hearings are conducted in Washington, D.C. Now, these veterans are allowed to either travel to Washington, D.C., travel to Houston, or in the past 5 years ago, travel to San Antonio. Felix here advocated continuously with our congressmen and our senators to make sure that we had these Board of Veteran Appeal hearings here in the Rio Grande Valley, more specifically in McAllen. And he didn't stop there. Mr. Rodriguez did not let Texas Veterans Commission represent our veterans. He felt that if we started with our veterans and if we filed the appeal, then we should represent our veterans as well. So Felix was recognized for this, but I have to say it was long overdue, Judge and Commissioners.
Well, thank you very much. Well, obviously, we're very proud of him, and this is an enormous recognition of his services already for the short amount of time he's been a new service officer. Again, on behalf of the Commissioner Short, we thank you, Felix, and all the veterans. Any commissioner want to say anything before we move on?
Mr. Rodriguez, thank you very much for your service and for your participation in helping our veterans. I really appreciate it. As you already know, Precinct 3, we love our veterans, we love you, and we're here to help you in any way that you need us.
Thank you, Commissioner. I should add, Judge, that, when I started out in the Precinct 1, and I've been allowed to work out of there as well. Commissioner David Fuentes has been in the forefront as well of providing services to all our veterans in Precinct 1, as well as Commissioner Torres, Commissioner Cantu as well, and now we have Commissioner Villarreal. We look forward to having a veteran service officer working out of his precinct as well. And we've already outreached Commissioner Cantu, Olivia, working for you, Commissioner. And we look forward to, again, expanding services to all our veterans in the county. We don't just see veterans here from Hidalgo County. We see veterans from Cameron County, surrounding counties, from Puerto Rico, from Illinois, Indiana, Nebraska, wherever the veterans from. And Sam is correct in that used to be, we didn't have any Board of Veterans Appeals hearings here in South Texas. And when I say South Texas, this side of San Antonio. And because of our efforts, all of our efforts, now we have our veterans being represented here in McAllen, and we represent our veterans now. No county veteran service officer represents their veterans anywhere in the state of Texas but us here in Hidalgo County. And I'd like to think again, Judge, we don't do a good job of what we do here for our veterans. We are the best.
There you go.
Judge, Commissioner, if I may, if I can just add something, I'd like to read something very quick, and it'll be a direct quote from Mr. Yeager with respect to Mr. Rodriguez being recognized the 2020 Texas Veterans Commission Veterans County Service Officer of the Year. And so Mr. Rodriguez has been with Hidalgo County for many, many years. He is a Vietnam veteran, and he was promoted as our Chief Veteran Service Officer in 2019. And so with that being said, Mr. Yeager, quote, said that he was very proud of Mr. Rodriguez for turning the office around 180 degrees by way of his dedication to the servicing of the veterans and taking on more responsibilities. And so the character that, and this will speak to Mr. Rodriguez's character. This was Mr. Rodriguez's response to Mr. Yeager when he found out. Mr. Rodriguez, and I quote, responded, "Whatever success Hidalgo County Veteran Services has enjoyed are due to teamwork. Know that I accept this humbly on behalf of the team." Mr. Rodriguez from day one has said that this is a family, Hidalgo County as a whole, and more importantly, the veteran service officers that work at the Veteran Service House for Hidalgo County on behalf of all of our vets, not only in Hidalgo County, but the state and outside of the state of Texas.
Judge, I'd like to say something. Mr. Rodriguez, we want to sincerely thank you for all your work and efforts. I know that this office has been woken up. We've got a giant in there that brings a lot of energy and dedication, and that is what our veterans deserve. They deserve someone that is dedicated and has the energy to see their issues through and get them the services that they deserve. We want to thank you for that. And obviously, you've been recognized for that. And again, just thank you for all that you do. Know that you have our full support at Precinct 4. And congratulations for the naming of the honor, sir.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, Mr.
Judge, if I may, obviously, Felix was part of our office here for a very long time, and we tried to accommodate him as best we could and try to get him the support that he needed. We've built this office up as a county to provide better services for all of our veterans. We had been understaffed for some time, but through his, hard work, ethics, and everything else that we've done here as a county, because I think all of us support the veterans program more than what had been there before. And I just want to think that his initiative, his vision, and all of the dedication that he has to our veterans, like he mentioned, we've been servicing veterans from all over the valley for a very long time. Even visiting veterans come to see him because of his commitment and that he follows through on those in finding as much relief and help for our veterans as possible. So thank you, Felix. We miss you here in Precinct 1, but you're welcome back anytime. And thank you for all you do, sir.
Okay, well, next we have a presentation of the winners of our 2020 Census Friday Night Lights initiative. We have Nestor will be naming the winners, and hopefully all the superintendents are signed up. Go ahead, Nestor.
Good afternoon, Judge Commissioners. I'm Nestor Lopez with the County Judge's Office. The item I'm here to present is presentation of 2020 Census Friday Night Lights initiative results. As you may recall, last year we began this initiative as a way to really reach out to some of the hard to reach areas in the county regarding census response. Unfortunately, COVID hit us in the absolute worst time in terms of census outreach, and it really stopped some of our in-person events and some of our initiatives that were meant to reach some of these hard to count areas. We began this program in coordination with all of the school districts, simply because we felt that not only were they a good channel of information dissemination, we found that they really are one of the most trusted voices in our community, and everybody stepped up, and we really did partner with everyone and had great results. If I may share my screen here, I have a quick presentation to show some of the results, and we do have representative from the winners. I'm not sure if I'm able to share my screen.
Lopez, could you please provide Mr. Noah Lopez? Could you please provide Mr. Nestor Lopez? Thank you.
So like I said, we began this last year after COVID hit and all of the restrictions were in place. And we began this as a sort of football themed competition. At the time, there was no sports, there was no football, there was nothing. And we really thought that this would be a good idea to get that competitive side of the school districts going in a good direction to promote the census. And we began this in coordination with everyone. And it was very simple. It was just getting all of the school districts and try to challenge them to have the highest increase of response rate. As a whole, the program was very successful for the county. During the time of this program, the entire county response rate went up over 10 points. Again, this was a time where everyone in the country was struggling because of COVID, and this program did prove to be quite successful. These were the three winners of our competition. We had Hidalgo ISD was a grand champion. Mercedes was the champion of the mid-sized districts, and PSJA of the large districts. Here are some of the numbers where it really shows how they were able to bring up their numbers that were not just in the cities, but also in the rural areas that were, like I said, some of the most difficult areas to reach in the entire county. I'm not sure if anybody from the school district would like to say something, but I really did want to shine some light in all of the great work that they did in not just outreach, but having some of our information through their actual material that they were giving out to the students. This was something that we all had to adjust to, that was unprecedented. And I think overall it was very successful. And I really did just want to bring them to court to really thank them and congratulate them for all of their work.
Well, let's hear from the winners.
Good afternoon, Judge Cortez. This is Mrs. Mendiola from Mercedes ISD Superintendent. So, of course, it's an honor to receive this award, and I want to commend the county for their efforts in, in the competition. It was a fun competition. Jason Hernandez did a great job reaching out to us on a weekly basis, letting us know what the score was on the Friday Night Lights. It was really, it was just something unprecedented and a creative way to get the school districts to compete with each other. So again, thank you to the county for making it fun and for recognizing us for all of our efforts.
Well, thank you for your hard work. That was quite an accomplishment.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Orlando Noyola. I'm representing PSJ ISD. I'm an assistant superintendent for student services, and together with me this afternoon, we have Ms. Ariana Vasquez, Mr. Juan Alvarez, Ms. Norma Garza, and Laura Campos. We're representing PSJ ISD. Judge Cortez and county commissioners, we appreciate, what you all did. Mr. Lopez, thank you for initiating, the Friday Night Lights census competition. When you invite PSJA, you're asking full-fledged. We're going to come in. We're so proud that you did, invite us. We took it to heart. Our census committee was committed to make sure that all the students and their parents in our district would be counted. We do believe, just like you, that we believe that all the citizens of the county are important and they needed to be counted for the future growth of the county, the cities, and also the local school districts. So we appreciate that. And, we constantly called the parents, reminded them, we sent emails, flyers, we did everything that we could. And so we appreciate you all making us a part of this initiative. And, it brought all of us together. And we worked with all the different cities, the city of FAR, San Juan, and Alamo, and of course, the county, because we are part of you. And once again, we appreciate what you've done. And this was a good coordination. Thank you, Mr. Lopez. And I don't know if anybody else from PSJ would like to say a couple of words. Okay, that's it. So thank you very much.
Again, we thank you for your outstanding effort. I believe we have Superintendent Salinas from Hidalgo that needs to be unmuted.
Yeah, my camera is also off. They don't let me have my camera off.
Okay.
Judge, if they can turn my camera on manually from your side.
Okay, Mr. Lopez, can you help him with that?
There you go.
Okay.
County Judge, Javier Salinas, Superintendent Hidalgo ISD. As Mr. Lopez said, the grand champion of Hidalgo County Census Games. We're only a 4A, but we can compete with the 6As like PSJ and everybody else. And being the grand champion brings a lot of pride to Hidalgo ISD. Behind me, you can see my little treasure on the border. We do say Hidalgo ISD is a treasure on the border. We have an amazing A-rated school district with Blue Ribbon schools, Texas South Shore school districts. It was a great competition. We contacted Mr. Lopez. We wanted to be part of this. And look where we're at now, the grand champions of Hidalgo County. And it was a great, it was teamwork. I give all the credit to the staff, all the messaging that we sent out to our parents. I want to thank Eddie Cantu, County Commissioner, for our side. Also want to say hi to Ms. Eli Torres and David, good friends of mine, and you, of course, Judge. I don't know Mr. Varial yet, but one day he'll meet the grand champion of Hidalgo County. I also have Ms. Jennifer Garza, my PR director, who helped me in this contest. So, Ms. Jennifer, you want to say a few words to the county judge?
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Jennifer Garza. So when we started this contest, Mr. Salinas said we have to win. There's no reason why we shouldn't. So there was a lot of pressure, but we did hit social media really hard, and we really wanted to get the word out there that the census is important for the community. So thank you for allowing us the opportunity to be a part of this.
Well, let me tell you that you need to work on your enthusiasm, Mr. Superintendent Salinas. I don't know, you really felt being the champion, number one. No, that was great. That was great. That's what this competition was about, and what you did was very special at a very important time. We needed those type of efforts, and all three of you, came up to the task. So we really, really thank you for that on behalf of all of us, all the citizens of this area that really rely on a good census count to receive so many benefits. We want to thank you for that.
And it's good to see two of the winners coming from precinct 2. I mean, I'm sure everybody else noticed too.
Yeah, and there was one that we share and one from precinct 1 as well. So there were 2 from precinct 1 as well.
Okay.
Well,
Way to go,
Eddie, you have the
Mercedes
whole,
and
you have your whole
PSJA.
precinct with you. Eddie doesn't share. Eddie doesn't share.
Yeah. Well, that's what
Judge, thank you.
Yeah, that's what this competition was about, in the spirit of fun and doing the right thing. Thank you very much. We wanted to recognize your achievements. Anyone else before
Well,
we move
Judge,
on?
thank you.
Absolutely.
Just to know that Commissioner Cantu does have the grand champion.
Okay. All right.
David
Sir.
Fuentes has second place and third place.
Can you please mute Javier Salinas? Please mute Javier Salinas.
Have a great afternoon.
I second the motion.
Congratulations, guys. Everybody, thank you
Congratulations
for
to
your
my
efforts.
congratulations to my fellow superintendents.
Carolyn, nice seeing you.
Nice seeing you, Javier.
Bye-bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you all. Next item, you asked for a report from Vida, and I believe we have Patricia here to give us a report.
I think I'm unmuted now.
We can hear you now.
Okay.
Priscilla, excuse me.
Yes.
I said Patricia, I meant Priscilla, excuse me.
That's okay. I've been called Patricia also. So hold on just a second. Good afternoon, Judge and Commissioners. My name is Priscilla Alvarez, and I'm the Executive Director for the Valley Initiative for Development and Advancement. Thank you all for having me here today to present our end of the year summary for year 2020. Let me just first start by saying and mentioning that this is Vida's 25th anniversary. For 25 years, Vida's mission has remained the same, and that is to help economically disadvantaged Valley residents get training and education that they need so that they're able to apply for and get the good paying jobs that we know exist here in the Valley. Last year, the average wage for a Vida graduate was $42,000. That's Valley-wide. So we're appreciative of the long-standing partnership that we have had with Hidalgo County. So, and Commissioner Villarreal, I haven't had the opportunity to congratulate you and meet with you yet, but I would love to schedule something with you very soon so that we can get more information on Vida to you so that you're able to understand what it is that we're doing here in the Valley. So I believe you have a copy of the annual end of year report. So the benchmark for last year with an award of $100,000 from the county was to serve 20 low-income Valley residents with the tuition, books, whatever. I'm sorry? With whatever services they needed in order to get them to the finish line. So 50% of the number of individuals that we helped were between the ages of 25 and 50, with 75% of them being female. 99% of them are unemployed, low income, or on public assistance, with 38% of them being single parents, and 41% of our participants having 2 dependent children or more in the household. You also have a breakdown by industry, and what we've learned is that allied health continues to be a very, very strong sector here in the Valley. COVID came unexpectedly for everybody, and we were very proud of the fact that none of our students, despite the colleges having so many students drop out of their programs due to the hardship brought on by the pandemic, none of our students dropped. It was hard work for them because so many of them have small children who were doing online training, school. So they were having to deal with just one laptop in the house or having multiple children needing to do online school. So our students faced a lot of hardships, but I believe with the intensive case management model that our case managers provide, they persevered and they continued on, and not one of our students dropped. You'll see at the bottom right corner, the benchmark, as I mentioned earlier, was to serve 20 Hidalgo County residents. Because we brought a total of $148,000 to the budget for Hidalgo County, we were able to instead serve 76 students. So we were very proud of that we were able to use state and foundation dollars to increase the benchmark for the county. So we served 76. We've had a persistence rate of 93%. So 93% of our students persisted from semester to semester without dropping. I also included in your packet our 2020 economic impact study that was done by UTRGV. And it demonstrates and it reported that for every dollar that a community is investing in our model, there is a return of $14.74. So we tell our students, this is not a handout. Your community, whether it's from city funding or from the county, they're getting their money back, because once you graduate and you start earning a family sustaining wage, you start to spend more money and you generate that sales tax revenue. So we were pretty proud of the fact that that dollar amount, the $14.74, increased. I think also you'll see on the credential analysis, it gives you a breakdown of 28% of the students that we served were in a certificate program, which is about a one-year program, with 61% of them being in associate degree programs and 11% being in bachelor degree programs. On the bachelor degree programs, we only allow a handful of programs, for example, teaching, social work, allied health, which is any of the nursing or radiology tech programs. And we only assist with the last 2 years of that program because of the demand that we've had here in the Valley. So that's the breakdown there. Any questions?
I have a question for you. Did you say you were able to bring in 148,000 to Hidalgo County in addition to the 100 that we provided?
Yes,
in addition to?
Yes, ma'am.
So with 248,000, you were able to serve 76 versus 20 with 100.
Yes, ma'am. Any other questions?
Any other questions?
I have a few. I'm just waiting. I'll wait till everybody else is done. So I guess if I'm next, I love what VIDA stands for, and I love what VIDA has done for so many people. I'm just a little surprised. Since I've been on the board, we get the same information on an annual basis. And I guess it's surprising that not only us, but no other municipality asks for certain things. Because what I'm used to seeing, when the Boys and Girls Club gets a grant or something, they have to turn in significant financial information. We have to have audited information. We have to break down exactly how the money's used. We can't go with pie charts and show kind of an overview of what we do. We have to show detailed financials and audited financials. So we've asked on several occasions for stuff like that because we want to consider supporting VIDA at a higher level, but we don't get that information. And so I'd rather not talk about all the details of what we're looking for online because we can be here forever. But offline, I'd like to see if we can get some more substantial information, the breakdown of administrative services and how some of these, because it's supposed to be students that are at the poverty level. Are they being supported by the universities? Because a lot of the money that's going for tuition, yet the university should provide a lot of that because of the because of the students' poverty level. But anyway, we've been talking about this for a few years now. And so personally, until I get some of this information so that I can review, it's just hard for us to do additional monies that I would like to do for Vida.
If I could, I agree, Commissioner, and I would just add that we do send, I believe it's a monthly detailed report of where every dollar goes. It does go to the judge's office. And what we have started to do this year, last fiscal year, was to send out the report to your chief of staffs, and we've recently added the commissioners. And now I will say, I believe that that part of the report that goes directly to your office is a detailed program report, but I'm happy to include you on the financial one also.
And so what you're saying is that you're sending to someone here at the county that information? Because I think
Yes.
I've seen all the information. Why? I think we have a misunderstanding of what we're looking for. Because at the end of the day, I get everything that you send.
To the judge's office, because the report that goes to the judge's office has an expenditure report of how much was spent on tuition, how much on childcare, how much, et cetera, et cetera.
In a pie chart or like financials?
No, it's an actual report that comes out of our database with
Okay.
every dollar that is spent.
Okay, well, if you can copy us on that, it's just
Okay. I will start to include you on
to the email.
Absolutely.
Do y'all do y'all have independent auditors that look at your financials?
Yes, sir. And I will send that out tomorrow morning. If not, well, I might be able to get it out today. We just, we do have our last year's financial audit, and they're just going.
I don't need your audit, just a declaration that you're audited.
Okay, yes. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised with all the monies that you get from cities that
Oh, yeah.
wasn't required.
We get audited every year, yes.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay, anyone else?
Also, yes, Ms. Alvarez, on this data that's on this report, this is 18-19 data. How soon can you get us a report with current data?
19, which report are you looking at? The one page?
Yes, the one you sent us it all has the data for 18-19. That's what it indicates in the charts.
I'm looking at it and it says as of December 2020.
Well, I'm looking at page 6. The table 2, Vida budget 18-19.
Oh, you're talking about the economic impact study?
Yes.
Yes, when we had this done, we were in that year. We were just closing out the year, so I will get the new one to you.
Okay.
It's still the economic impact study, but the financials, we have the updated one. I'll send it to you. Absolutely.
And then also, so like in this report, we see that there was 501 participants. Is that for the entire valley, or is that just Hidalgo County?
Yeah, that's valley-wide.
Valley-wide.
Yeah, the impact study is based on the entire valley.
Okay. 501 participants.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And that was in 18-19, 501 participants.
Yes.
With a revenue of 2.2 million. And yet we served 76 with 240.
I don't have that right in front of me, but yes, if that's what it says, then yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, anyone else? Priscilla, I'm sorry, go ahead. Do you have something else, Priscilla?
No, I was just going to add that I'll get these items out and email to you late this afternoon or tomorrow morning.
Okay, and and Commissioners, I'll ask Laura Matamoros to share whatever information our office has received with you to make sure that whatever we received, you have. And whatever is missing, we'll communicate with Vida to help each other communicate that information to each other. Okay, well, listen, thank you very much. Anyone else before we move on? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Next item is the approval of resolution in support of e-filing. I believe we have our clerk, Laura Hinojosa, our district clerk here. Who's gonna
Commissioner, I
present this?
was going to be able to make it today. We do have the approval of resolution in support of the e-filing fee for Hidalgo County. Judge Commissioners, this is the filing fee that we had previously that was authorized by the legislature. It did sunset, so we're just requesting to get it reauthorized. So we are requesting approval of the resolution.
So move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. I'm gonna move item 9. I'm gonna move item 9A forward, and we have a resolution to honor Mr. Quintana.
Roy Quintanilla.
Roy Quintanilla, yes. Or King, I understand it's H-A. How do you pronounce that? It's Portuguese.
It's Quintanilla. Quintanilla.
Quintanilla, okay.
It's chulo. Good afternoon, Judge, Commissioners. First of all, I want to thank you for allowing me to bring this important resolution before you today. But before we do that, I just want to personally thank each and every one of you all for your leadership. I know I haven't come before this body in quite some time, but we got some challenging times here in this county with the pandemic, and I want to thank each and every one of you for your leadership and all the hard work that the county judge's office is doing and each of the precincts office is doing. So I'd like to present a resolution today in honor of Roy Anthony Quintanilla. Roy Anthony Quintanilla for 35 years service with the County of Hidalgo, and I'd like to read it, and then I've got a few of my chiefs here that would also like to say a few words, and then if you could let the honoree say a few words. So I'll go ahead and begin. Whereas Roy Anthony Quintanilla is being honored for over 35 years of outstanding service to the citizens of Hidalgo County. Whereas Roy Quintanilla was born in 1963 in Eden, Oklahoma, to parents Luis Carlos Quintanilla, deceased, and Barbara Quintanilla, deceased, who met while Luis was attending the Air Force training at Vance Air Force Base as a pilot for the Portuguese Air Force. Whereas Roy Quintanilla spent his early years in Lisbon, Portugal, and later returned to the United States, where he lived in Texas, California, Rhode Island, before coming back to the great state of Texas. Whereas Roy Quintanilla began his career as a police officer with the Mercedes Police Department in December of 1982. He attended and graduated the 42nd Lower Rio Grande Valley Development Council Regional Police Academy in Harlingen, Texas in 1983. He worked as a police officer for the city of Mercedes, Texas until July 31st, 1985. Whereas Roy Quintanilla, while working in Mercedes, met and wed Paula Luna in 1985. The couple has one daughter, Olivia, who married Alejandro Palacios, and have two grandsons, Levi and Adam. Whereas on August 1st, 1985, Roy Quintanilla began his career with the County of Hidalgo, Texas, as a deputy sheriff with the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office. Whereas while working at the Sheriff's Office, Roy Quintanilla promoted through the ranks as an investigator, lieutenant, captain in various aspects of the agencies until accepting a position of safety director in 2005. He continued to serve Hidalgo County as safety director until accepting the appointment of chief jail administrator for the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office Adult Detention Facility in July of 2016. He has at one point or another directly supervised or has been a supervisor in every division, civil and law enforcement, of the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office. Whereas during his tenure with the Hidalgo County, Roy Quintanilla was tasked with additional duties as interim fire marshal and emergency management coordinator until such time those positions were appointed. Whereas Roy Quintanilla was involved in the construction of the current Sheriff's Office jail and law enforcement complex, he has been instrumental in the development of the Hidalgo County Safety Division, which continues to serve Hidalgo County regarding all insurance matters, drug and alcohol testing, and employee safety programs. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court does hereby honor Chief Roy Anthony Quintanilla for over 35 years of outstanding, dedicated, and committed service to the County of Hidalgo, Texas. On this day, wishes him a long and happy retirement.
Congratulations. We have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
A motion second. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Is he gonna say anything?
Go ahead, Oscar.
Judge, Commissioners, I'm Oscar Montoya, Division Chief here at the Sheriff's Office, and I'll be taking over Roy's position here, and that's unfortunate because he did such a good job for us. But I gotta say, a little bit other than just work-wise with Roy or Chief Quintanilla, that our friendship spans beyond the 35 years. Number one, my parents just loved him as a police officer in Mercedes, and so did most of the people around there. He grew on everybody that he would meet. My dad kind of adopted him, so I've known him for a long time. He's actually recruited me to the Sheriff's Office, so for me, it's a special time. It's bittersweet. I think he deserves it. He deserves his accolade. He represented where he started, the city of Mercedes, my hometown, and I'm very proud of that. And he rose to the ranks. He was fearless in his job and fearless in taking on any tasks. I want to thank him for his friendship. He's been there for me. He clipped my wings when I worked underneath him too, because I was a little bit of a rebel when I started working. If it hadn't been for him, I don't know if I would have rose to the level that I'm at right now. And I want to thank him for that. And I always thank him for his friendship. During good times and bad times, Roy's always been there for me. And I wish him all the best and all of God's blessing. And thank you for honoring him. God bless you guys. And God bless Roy Quintanilla.
Okay.
Chief.
Judge, Commissioner, thank you for allowing us to come before the court. Roy Q, how shall I describe him? A statement comes to mind. He is determined to persevere. The definition of persevere is to persist in anything undertaken, maintain a purpose in spite of difficulty, obstacles, discouragement, continue steadfastly. To persist in speech, interrogation, argument, to insist, to bolster, sustain, or uphold. An unflagging, unique faith that has persevered him. This is how I can best describe my friend of over 31 years. Recently, I recounted to him the first time I felt his influence early in my career. It was late into the early morning after shift, where he took the time to feel a need. He responded. He didn't recall the instance, but thank you for letting me know. You made my day. How many times has this man been there for us? Whether addressing a task no one else wanted to do, or just being an encouragement in difficult times. I urge you, if you come across him, let him know. I had the pleasure, the opportunity to first meet him when I was employed with the Sheriff's Office in 1989. He was my shift supervisor, a no-nonsense kind of guy. There have been many trials and tribulations, as well as enjoyable and awesome memories since then. We didn't always see eye to eye, however, things were seldom left unsaid. I want to thank him for pouring into me his vast years of knowledge experience. He has always been a tremendous teacher and mentor to those willing to take heed. His method, a bit in your face or bullish, but always well intended for the most part. And if you were not offended by them, you would come away better for them. His ability to assess, organize, prepare will be greatly missed, as he always been an excellent resource to many good laid plans. He is a wonderful friend, a great brother in arms, a champion to the downtrodden, for when he takes up a cause, he does so with purposeful intent. I want to personally thank you for many years of public service to the citizens of Hidalgo County through the various capacities that you've held. Indeed, an unflagging, unique faith that has persevered him. My brother, I pray for continued blessings of peace, joy, love, and good health on you and your family. God bless.
Okay.
We can allow our honoree to say a few words, if he can.
Judge, Commissioners, thank you for the opportunity to have served this county for 35 years.
Yeah, longer speech, but it's,
That's about it.
Well, obviously,
Congratulations, Mr. Quintanilla.
Thank you.
yeah, obviously, we're very proud of you, and that is a long time of service. It's a tribute to you and your professionalism. You will be missed.
Judge, what he didn't say is I have very few staff that have served under 4 sheriffs, him being one of them. And what he didn't tell you that he's going out serving the best sheriff in his tenure. So I don't know why he didn't say it.
Well, I saw the video of how much stress you put on him to say that. So, well, again, we're very proud of you, and wish you the best of luck in your retirement or whatever your new endeavor is going to be.
Well, thank you, Judge, Commissioners. It's been a great pleasure to have served the citizens of this county for 35 years. I look forward to retirement with my wife, my grandkids. This is about the right time to move on. So it's been a great ride. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Chief.
Thank you.
Happy
Chief
retirement,
Quintanilla,
sir.
congratulations, Chief Quintanilla. Wish you the best. May God bless you. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck, Chief. Thanks for everything you did for us.
Okay, we're gonna have to
Congratulations.
move to closed session, because we have a timing factor that needs to be considered. So pursuant to Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code, 551.071, 551.072, 551.074, 551.087, we need to go to closed session to discuss some items. Any action items to be taken will be taken in open session when we return. I have a motion to retire to closed session.
So move.
Motion, second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Well, we're back from executive session. It's 12 minutes after 5. I know it was a long session. I want to move to item 15A, B, and C. So we need to get Mr. Olivares back to take care of the sick. So we'll go to 15A.
Mr. Olivares.
Read
Mr.
it.
Olivares. Judge Commissioners, for Mr. Olivares on 15A, he's requesting the submitted.
I'm here, sir. Sorry.
There you go. 15A, B, and C, Mr. Olivares.
I apologize. Hold on.
I have 15A is Health and Human Services requesting approval to submit renewal grant application for budget preventative health services program FY22 in the amount of $125,000. The amount is a 2 years, will be $295,042 with a start date of September 1st, 2021 and an end date of August 31st, 2023. Oh, I'm sorry, I read the wrong one, sir. I apologize. That's item B.
I approve B, 15B. Make a motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve item 15B. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
I apologize. 15A is requesting approval to submit renewal application program budget for preventative health services for FY22 in the amount of $125,000 with a start date of October 1st, 2021 and a date of September 30th, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion
Again, I
carries.
apologize for the inversion. I'm sorry. Item C is this is for indigent healthcare. CA1A. Discussion, consideration, approval to draw down funds for demonstration year 10 advance for UC payment and the amount to be determined by Health and Human Services Commission instructions from general fund and the local provider participation fund, LPPF.
Let Mayor know
The
that.
transfer date of February 3rd, 2021 and a settlement date of February 4th, 2021. We are waiting for instructions from the state to give us the funding amount, but this will be part of our annual UC payment that's through our annual budget and will not exceed what we have at our budget amount. And it will be, the difference also will be coming from the hospital. So that's in coordination within our budget for this year.
So moved.
We have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item B is approval of certification of revenues as certified by the county auditor from the local provider participation fund and the amount to be determined by Health and Human Services Commission for final instructions.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Item C is approval appropriations of funds from the local provider participation fund in the amount to be determined by Health and Human Services Commission. And we're working closely with the auditor's office and budget office on this, so they're totally aware of the situation.
So move.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank
Levine.
you, Judge Commissioners.
We're going to go to Budget and Management, item 23A, status update of Hidalgo County Wellness Program.
Good morning, Judge Commissioners. Diana Hualpa with the Hidalgo County Wellness Program. Agenda item 23A, a status update on the Hidalgo County Wellness Program. And we're going to go ahead and share the screen to share their report. There's just a few items that I would like to present to you that had just arrived after the presentations I have with the commissioners and the judge. The first one is the Diabetes Management Program. For the month of December, we have the 32.0 enrollment percentage, which that keeps going to the positive trend, and we expect that number to continue increasing in these months for 2021. And then for Vera Whole Health, I did want to mention that we now have are tracking the screening percentage for different medical conditions, including hypertension, diabetes, and depression. And we are also going to include for the month of January hyperlipidemia, which is also one of our main chronic conditions here in the county. I also would like to mention that we have the extended hours for the fourth Tuesday. We're going to have from 8:30 to 6:30 p.m. So hopefully that's also going to help our county employees to attend and create a medical home as well. The next one is our employee assistance program. We just got a report and the annualized utilization for the year of 2020 is 2.64%. And we also saw a change from the family members. So from 3.03% to 7.92%. So that means that the household members and dependents are also utilizing this program, which is also something that we want to continue seeing. And lastly, we did receive the final report for Teladoc 2020, and our annualized utilization is 56.3%. with a total number of visits of 2,208 and the total net claim savings of over $300,000. I did want to mention some of the upcoming events. Just remind county employees of our fitness classes in the Precinct 2 Indoor Sports Complex, which is Monday to Friday, 5 a.m., 12 p.m., and 5:30 p.m. We also have our first wellness webinar this Friday at 10 a.m. So we highly encourage our employees to join us. And we have our first Wellness Ambassadors committee meeting this week as well. So if your department does not have any Wellness Ambassador representative, I'll be reaching out to them, and if you can also reach out to us as well. I do have our first Wellness Champion of the Year, which I'm really excited to introduce, is Mr. Severo Canales. He is from the Hidalgo County Community Supervision and Correction Department, and he was first introduced to the wellness program as part of the 2019 Team Challenge. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to you, Severo. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Pretty much my first exposure to the wellness program kind of fell into it. I was brought into this challenge with a group of other individuals, and I was asked, "Hey, well, let's join this team. You know, if we can all lose X amount of weight together, you know, we could win this competition." And you know, in my mind, I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm helping out a friend of mine. I'll do this." And you know what? At that time, like most people, I was kind of ambivalent on what can I do to change about myself. You know I have a weight problem, something I need to work on. And at that time, I said, okay, you know what I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna do it differently. In the past, I've been somebody who, I was an athlete when I was younger in high school, would work out and I would lose weight. And I found myself like, all right, I would always be about 250 pounds. And to me, 250 pounds was like the lightest I had ever been. I've always been overweight since I was young. So on August the 2nd was the first weigh-in. Weighed myself in back on August the 2nd, 2019, and I was at 298 pounds. At that moment, it hit me how for a big part of my life, I was in denial. I didn't want to look at the scale. I didn't want to go to the doctor, because I knew that all the doctor was going to tell me was I needed to lose weight. And I was tired of hearing that. But at the end of the day, I came to that conclusion that it was me. So in starting this challenge, it was a really cool experience. It kind of sparked something in me to actually get started somewhere. And I knew that, okay, in the past, I would work out really hard, and the only way I knew how would make myself sore at the gym. And I figured, well, this time around, I'm going to put more energy towards my diet, and I'm going to keep the exercises simple. I'm going to do something basic, something that I could stick to on a daily basis. I don't want to make myself sore just for the sake of being sore, so I feel like I accomplished something, because all soreness is going to do is keep me from making the next workout. So I set this target goal of, okay, it's August the 2nd. My birthday's in January. So my goal is to get down from 298 to 250. If I could get down to 260 by my birthday, I've made a huge win. I'm 10 pounds away from the lightest I've ever been. You know, I'll be golden. So I got started on it. Little by little, I started losing weight, and I was losing weight week to week. And again, just focusing on my diet, doing some moderate exercise, didn't do any running. And little by little, I was losing weight week to week. And of course, the members of the team were, you know, we would message each other and kind of got an idea of where we were all at. And then come October is when the competition ended, and I weighed myself and I realized I hit 260 by the end of October, or close to November. I was already at the goal that I had set for January. And I thought to myself, wow, like, I didn't think that would happen. I'm like, this is pretty neat. Like, okay, let me see. At that moment, as time went on, I kind of figured something had changed, and I was actually looking forward to Thanksgiving, because it's like, okay, what can I do for Thanksgiving that I can actually change in what I eat, but I can still enjoy Thanksgiving. And, you know, Thanksgiving came, we made that change. And, you know, for the first time, I went through Thanksgiving without being filled to the gills with a bunch of other stuff. But I had like my fair share of turkey and my fair share of sides. But I just, you know, I stayed away from, you know, the obvious things. And little by little, I just kept losing weight. And then Christmas came and it just, I was on this roll that I didn't think I would be on. And I found myself exercising more, doing more things, looking at more stuff on social media and information on diet and stuff like that. And when we skip forward and here comes, COVID-19 and oh my God, the world's gonna end because I can't go to the gym anymore. And I immediately think I'm gonna lose weight. Now, when COVID-19 hits, by this time I'm around 240 pounds. I'm already past the 250 mark. So to me, it's like, wow, this is a lot. Like I've never weighed this since I was like in middle school, elementary school, I would say, probably 5th grade. So then I'm like, okay, well, you know what? 225 pounds sounds good. So I set my next goal and COVID-19, all of a sudden, boom, we get told, we get sent home, gyms are closed, oh man, what am I gonna do? My biggest fear is like, man, I can't go to the gym, I'm gonna gain weight. So I'm there at home, I stick to the same meals that I was doing, and I just found myself doing basic exercises at home. I would walk, whatever was within the rules of what we could do outside without, congregating with people. I would walk outside along the street. I would do basic exercise at home, squats, push-ups, like not even 15 minutes of exercise at home. And I found myself still losing weight at the same rate that I was going to the gym. And at that moment, something kind of lit in me. It's like, a big part of it is kind of what we eat. And I know we hear that all the time, and it's kind of, we think it's like common sense, but one thing is that we know it, and another thing is that we kind of start practicing it and we see the benefits behind it. And we're going through all this. I have my wife and my son, and I knew when I started this journey, which was kind of sparked by this challenge, I have my wife, my son, who were also having issues with their weight. I have my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law who are also, heavy as well, that were living with me. And when I was doing this, I was imposing a lot of these restrictions on myself and not on them. And coming of it, my brother-in-law, I guess coming into this, my brother-in-law's in a wheelchair. And he finds out within a month into the whole lockdown or COVID-19 situation that he's having problems with his A1C, with his blood sugars. And, he was worried, my mother-in-law was worried, my wife was worried. And so what do we do in reference to his diet? And well, the first thing I thought, I said, well, you know what? I'm eating this way. Why don't we all just do this? We're on lockdown. We can't go out and eat as much. So I started prepping everybody's meals. And before you know it, a few weeks in, I'm still losing weight. Everyone else is losing weight as time goes on. We're eating at home. And you know what? Before you know it, my brother-in-law's health improved. Everyone in my family has lost weight. And in a way, kind of just starting off, it kind of became contagious amongst my family. And it was just one of those things that I tell my family that, you know what, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You're always going to be thinking to yourself, and you got to always think positively and kind of focus on the situation and keep things as simple as possible. A year in, from August the 2nd of 2019 to the August the 2nd of 2020, I'd lost 100 pounds. It's just one of those things. I never thought it would be starting off when this whole thing got started to where it ended up, and kind of how it impacted my family and even some of my coworkers as well, and how they've asked me questions and they've looked into changing their lives. And, the wellness program is a good thing to get started. I think for all of us who are trying to find a place to start. And, for those individuals, we don't know sometimes that we get used to feeling sick. And sometimes we know that there's something wrong. We just kind of need to know where to start. And, but all it is really, again, finding that one thing that could spark that interest in us to actually look at within ourselves, be honest with ourselves, spark that change. And, and be mindful of those things. And it's, again, it's a marathon. So you do it one step at a time and it'll come to you. And again, once somebody is ready to get started. I mean, the wellness program is a good place to start, to where they can meet others with the similar interests, and hopefully they can achieve their goals and not only lose weight, but even find other ways to improve themselves. Because not necessarily everybody needs to lose weight, but find themselves in a better position to be the best person that they can be.
Well, thank you so much, Severo, for sharing that with us. We are really happy and really proud of the success that he has had, and he's just one of the other employees that we have. So we're really happy about that. Thank you so much, Severo, and we really wanted to recognize you, all the changes that you have done.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, Senator, do you want to finish your section of the agenda?
Yes, Judge, let me go ahead and do that. Item 23B is approval of back pay for employees number 105678 in the amount of $2,087.82, and employee 17655 in the amount of $2,470.39, effective 1/6/2020.
Motion to approve?
Second.
We have a motion and second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Approval of item 23C is approval of changes to the 2021 salary schedule effective 1/1/2021 for slot 005 and 0173 from the District Attorney's Office.
Aye.
Second.
We have a motion and second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 23D is approval of the following change in funding source effective February 1st, 2021 for slots 027 from program 002, 021 from program 015, and slot A001 from program 019 as listed on the agenda. Recommend approval.
So move. Second.
We have a motion and second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
And finally, item 23E is approval of 2021 interfund transfer from precinct 1 road maintenance into the TxDOT fund, precinct 1 US 83 elimination account in the total amount of $12,000.
So move.
Motion to approve?
We have a motion and second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge, Commissioners.
Item 7A, District Attorney's Office. Sorry to keep you waiting so long.
No worries. Rosalinda Cantu presenting for the District Attorney's Office. Good afternoon, Commissioners and County Judge. Item 7A, the DA's Office Victim Assistance Program, Grant Fund 1281. We're asking for approval to submit a VAP grant number 2924303, grant adjustment to the Office of the Governor.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 7B, Hidalgo County DA's Office, Region 3 Border Prosecution Unit Grant, Fund 1281. We're asking for approval to submit a BPU grant number 2537809, budget adjustment to the Office of the Governor.
Move for approval.
Second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 7C, we're asking for approval of memorandum of understanding between the Hidalgo County Criminal District Attorney's Office and the BCFS Health and Human Services Common Thread.
Move.
Second?
We have a motion second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You have a good evening.
Mr. Wajardo, County Clerk's Office. Item 8A.
Judge, Commissioners, with your permission, on behalf of County Clerk Arturo Guajardo Jr., requesting approval of the 2021 elected official bond for Charlie Espinosa, Hidalgo County Justice of the Peace, Precinct 4, Place 1.
So move.
Motion to approve? Second?
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Item 9B. Sheriff's Office.
Greetings, Judge and Commissioners. 9B
Sheriff's Federal Sharing U.S. Justice 1229, approval of 2021 appropriations of funds into the Sheriff's Federal Sharing U.S. Justice from the unassigned fund balance in the amount of $225,000.
255, right? 255, yeah.
255. My apologies, 255,000.
Motion to approve?
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item C, approval of memorandum of understanding between South Texas College and Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office with the purpose of issuing continuing education certificates of completion and authorization for Hidalgo County Sheriff to sign the document.
So move.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you very much, Lieutenant.
Have a great afternoon.
Item 10A, Constable Precinct 1.
Judge Commissioners, with your permission and on behalf of Constable Precinct 1, Constable Avila, it is the Local Border Security Program, Fund 1284. He's asking approval to apply for the 2022 Local Border Security Program grant with the Office of Governor's Homeland Security Division. This is through e-grants for the period of September 1st, 2021 through August 31st, 2022, as well as authorization approval of for the county judge as the authorized official to e-sign the application form and related documents under e-grants and the resolution approval of for the 2022 Local Border Security Program grant to designate Judge Richard Cortez as grantee's authorized official and sign required documents.
Motion to approve 10A, 1, 2, and 3.
Second?
I have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 11A.
Judge Commissioners, with your permission, on behalf of Constable Precinct 2, Constable Cantu, presentation, discussion of the 2020 Racial Profiling Report by Hidalgo County Constable Precinct 2 Department in accordance with Article 2.134 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedures.
So move.
I'll second it. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Item B is approval to purchase promotional items under public purpose. This is under Texas Constitution, Article 3, Section 52. It's not, but not limited to tablecloths, banners, pens, pencils, plastic bags, school pouches, crayons, deputy badge stickers, lanyards, copy for promotional items. These will be used to inform related progress and educate and report information to the constituency on aspects of the numerous projects and program and events.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Item 12A, Judge Commissioner, with your permission, on behalf of Constable Precinct 4, Constable Gaitan, he's asking a declaration of public purpose or requesting declaration of public purpose. This again is under Texas Constitution, Article 3, Section 52 for the purchase of promotional items.
I'd like to make a motion to approve as it reads.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Yes.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Item B, 1, 2, and 3 is their Fund 1284, Operation Stone Garden, fiscal year 2020, Office of Governor's Homeland Security Division, to e-grants. Approval of the county judge as authorized official to e-sign the application and related documents under the e-grants and the resolution for the Operation Stone Garden 2020 to designate Judge Richard Cortez as grantee's authorized official. And
Motion to approve 12B, 1, 2, and 3.
Thank you.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Erica, 13A.
Good afternoon, Judge Commissioners. Item 13A, requesting a waiver of the following if applicable for the personnel items listed. I need action on number 3, the budget amendment policy, personnel related amendments.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 13B for the tax office is approval of the following personnel actions effective the next full pay period, February the 1st, 2021. Judge Commissioners, these are reassignments of various auto allowances as per the tax office's current need. The action is to reduce the auto allowance for slot 0007, Division Manager 1, from $4,500 to $2,250. Reduce the auto allowance for slot 0128, Administrative Assistant 3, from $2,250 to $1,500. delete the auto allowance for slot 0180, Administrative Assistant 3, add an auto allowance for slot 0144, Technician 4 in the amount of $2,250, and add an auto allowance for slots 0240 and 0230, an Administrative Assistant 4 and a Supervisor 1, each in the amount of $750.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 13C is discussion, consideration, and approval of the interlocal cooperation agreement and worksite agreement between Hidalgo County and Texas Workforce Solutions. Judge,
Motion to
Commissioners,
approve.
with this agreement, thank you, Commissioner. If I may just add, with this agreement, the Texas Workforce Commission will provide us 11 temporary clerk positions that will be assisting the county at the COVID-19 data center.
Second.
We have a motion second to approve. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Carries.
Have a great evening.
Mr. Avila, item 14A.
How you doing, Judge, Commissioners? For 14A, the Irving County program is requesting approval to reject all bids received for the Sullivan City Public Facilities and Improvements Project. It's a library project number 5018/19-77-0300-5000-7700.
Motion to approve?
Second.
We have a motion second to approve. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Item 16A, Head Start Program.
Ms. Flores.
Yes, I'm trying to get unmuted. And
Thank you, Mr. Avila.
the video's not on. Okay, but you can hear me. Good afternoon. The item A has to do with the presentation of the CARES Act spending plan. We were allotted $3,242,800. The figures that you see there have a balance now currently that is a lot less than what you see there because those figures are from November. We now have a balance of $7,727.42. The areas that they were spent on, the funds were spent on were office supplies, classroom supplies, maintenance supplies, medical supplies, operational supplies, telephone, local travel, adult meals, COVID expenses. And so those are divided more in detail in the information that's provided. Do you have any questions about that? This is just a presentation of the information so that you will know where the funds went.
Are there any questions, Mr. Flores?
Okay.
I have a motion to.
No, it's not necessary for approval. Okay, it's for just information.
No, it's to accept the presentation.
Okay, thank you.
So moved.
We have a motion second to accept the presentation. All in favor say aye.
Second.
Aye. Motion carries.
Letter B, presentation of the Department of Health and Human Services, DHHS Administration for Children and Families, the notice of award for year 2021. Oh, well, actually it's 21. What you see, the information that you see is we had a grant from year 2016 to 2021, and the total amount for those 4 years was $144,689,000 and $5 at the end there. The new grant allowed us to go forward with 5 more years of funding, and the first year of funding beginning January the 1st, 2021, and ending at 12/31/2021. Allows us to get half of the grant at this point, which is a total of $14,620,000. And then added to that, we have the matching funds of $3,655,215. And this is information related to our funding. It's a notice of award for 2021.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Letter C, this is a matter of information. It's emergency relief funding approved to cover reimbursement loss having to do with child and adult care food programs. Because we didn't have the number of children enrolled in receiving meals from the month of August, September, and October, and even now. They have gone back, and this particular act is allowing us to collect 50% of it, and we will be fine to where Head Start does not have to subsidize the fund. We haven't gotten the details of it, but it's a matter of information in terms of letting you know that we will not be in the hole when it comes to the nutrition program.
Does it need a motion to approve?
It does not. It's just a.
Okay, okay.
The last one, discussion approval, that item, letter D, having to do with a change to the memorandum of understanding. The district wanted a change, then they withdrew the change, so there's no action needed on letter D. In letter E, we have approval, a request to purchase rubber mulch from the approved vendor, Exerplay Incorporated, under contract 592-19 for parks and recreation equipment and field lighting products through Hidalgo County's membership participation in the buy board cooperative purchasing term of the TASB contract expiring on September the 30, 2022. We've purchased mulch for most of our centers. We are spending about $300,000 having to do with the mulch that we're substituting for what we have. We have wooden mulch. We're substituting rubber mulch, which is a cleaner set for our children in the playground. So we're asking for your approval to be able to continue with this mulch and the replacement in the different centers.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
I have a motion, second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay,
Motion carries.
thank you.
Josie,
Yeah, that's what-
hold on.
Yes.
It says discussion and approval. You sure we don't need any action on the past two matters?
On the memorandum of understanding, there's no action going to be taken there. The district withdrew on letter D, the district withdrew the change. So there's no action needed.
No action.
Right, okay. On the emergency fund, it's a matter of information because we don't have the details on the amounts of money that will actually be there, okay?
Just wanted to make sure.
Sure, yes. Thank you so much for looking into that. Letter F, discussion approval on request to purchase 4 vehicles. We want espresso cargo vans for our maintenance department and our computer services department through the county's membership with the Texas Association of School Boards, TASB, by board awarded vendor contract 601-19, Caldwell County Chevrolet, including TASB administrative fees. We have been informed that those vans will not be available to us until the summer, but we did want to go forward and process the purchasing of these vans. Badly needed. We really have vans that are in real bad shape, and I think we've even told you how one of them even caught on fire. So yes, they've got many moves to it. So nobody got hurt, but we do want to replace those vans, and we do need your approval in this one.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you very much, and we will keep you posted on the funds from the nutrition department as they come in.
Thank you.
Thank you for your assistance and your help.
Thank you. 17A, Fire Marshal.
Judge Commissioners, with your permission, on behalf of Marshal Garza, it's pursuant to Local Government Code Section 157.903, requesting approval for the indemnification shortage totaling $25.
Motion to approve? Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Carries.
Item B is the approval to appropriate the budget for Fire Marshal's portion of the Coronavirus Emergency Supplemental Funding Program in the amount of $6,951.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Mr. Longoria.
Good evening, Judge Commissioners. Jaime Longoria with the Hidalgo County Community Service Agency. Item 18A is discussion, consideration, and possible action to approve the benefit matrix for the CSBG Community Service Block Grant Disaster Relief Funds for the event DR 4454-TX 2019. Judge Commissioners, several months ago, we received some funding, about $350,000, and you all approved a motion to accept that. And that money was destined to help families that were affected in the Monte Alto La Villa area for the 2019 event. This is FEMA coming back and providing some funds for those families that maybe didn't qualify for FEMA assistance or weren't ready to move forward with recovery at that time when the FEMA was here. So they made a little bit of money available for us, and we put forth a matrix whereby we can provide assistance to families. For instance, if they did repairs and they don't have the receipts with them, but they sign a notarized statement telling us that they incurred these expenses, and we can prove that there was an issue with their homes during the disaster. So that matrix would allow us to spend up to $1,400 per family. For everybody else who has receipts and who kept receipts from that particular event, then we would defer to the FEMA guidelines as far as what they allow us to pay for, and the examples are provided in your matrix.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Just real quick, Jaime, how are you going to get this out to the community residents that qualify?
Yes, Commissioner, we had held off a little bit because of COVID and really trying to concentrate our efforts there. We're planning an event to be held in the Monte Alto La Villa area in the very near future, in the next couple of weeks, and we'll go out, we'll provide an invitation or a number for families to come out. We'll schedule appointments, and then they'll come out on a scheduled date and time for us to be able to do some application vetting in those particular areas.
Let me know how our office can help you with outreach and that communication. We'll be happy to help you.
Absolutely, Commissioner. We will certainly touch base with you all and let you all know what we're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 19, Judge Commissioners, with your permission and on behalf of Ms. Ramirez, this is for the Lactation Support Center Services, Fund 1292. This is for fiscal year 22 Lactation Support Services, Center Services, Strategic Expansion Program. It's a renewal contract with Hidalgo County Health and Human Services for the period of September 1st, 2021 through August 31st, 2022 in the amount of $200,000, as well as approval to submit Form A face page for the Lactation Support Center Services.
I'll move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. You want to take all the preliminary approvals
Yes, Judge Commissioners, if I may, as
one at
stated,
a time or all of them?
well, as stated on the agenda, just very quickly, you have Quintanilla Promised Land Subdivision, Precinct 1. You have La Homa Crossing Subdivision, Phase 2, Precinct 3. You have Materni Subdivision, Precinct 3. Cantera Hermosa, Phase 2, Subdivision, Precinct 1. If we could have action on those as stated.
So move.
Second.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Judge, I'm going to abstain just because one of them, it belongs to my dad.
Let the record show the Commissioner Cantu abstained from voting on this matter.
Item 2 is final approval with financial guarantee as stated on the agenda and properly posted. Wailing 1, Isabela Subdivision, Precinct 3, Carizales Subdivision, Precinct 3, and Pueblo de Palmas Phase 24 Subdivision, Precinct 4.
Make a motion to approve item 3.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Hey, Valda, just a point clarification. I think you skipped item 2, the final approval, which goes to the top of the.
Wailing Spring Subdivision?
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. That was a different agenda item than the one you just read.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, out of an abundance of caution, final approval with financial guarantee. Wailing Spring Subdivision, Precinct 1, Isabela Subdivision, Precinct 3.
No.
One is final approval with financial guarantee and the other one is final approval.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. The first one, Wailing Spring Subdivision is financial approval with financial guarantee and final approval were the.
Do those separately because
That's two.
I'll make a motion to approve item 2, final approval with financial guarantee.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Is the other action that we took on the final approval okay, Josie?
I think so. You identified all three of them, right?
Yes, Isabela
Yeah.
Gonzalez and Pueblo de Palmas.
Okay, as stated on the agenda, then you're good.
Item B, then Judge Commissioner, is pipeline and utility permit as stated on the agenda and properly posted. And this is the applicant is A&M Management, Inc.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Item 21A. Commissioner Villarreal.
What?
Commissioner,
21A.
Commissioner Villarreal, with your permission, I can read out the item.
Yes.
Okay,
You're supposed to read it, sir.
it's for Commissioner Villarreal, Commissioner Precinct 3, Commissioner Villarreal, requesting rescission of Hidalgo County Commissioners Court approved action at the meeting of 11/3/20, 14A, items 1 and 2, which are attached herein as properly posted on the agenda. And this is for the permit with Hidalgo County Irrigation District number 6 for Liberty Road Phase 1 with authority for the county judge to execute permit. And item 2, return the issued payment, Hidalgo County Treasurer's Office as check is in possession of Precinct 3, payable to Hidalgo County Irrigation District 6.
Move for approval.
Second.
We have a motion second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Again, for the record, that is for Liberty Road Phase 1 project.
Item
Let's
22A.
keep going, Valde.
Okay, and for the Commissioner for Precinct 4 Commissioner, appointment and or reappointment of board member to the Hidalgo County Regional Mobility Authority Board Directors for a 2-year term. Commissioner, your appointee.
Frank Pardo, I'll continue with this same gentleman on there.
So move.
Second.
We have a motion second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I believe we're down to 24A, purchasing.
Good afternoon, Commissioners, Judge. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, because I can't turn on the video, Mr. Guerra.
Okay.
All right, let me see. Okay. 24A, item for countywide pursuant to current contract between Hidalgo County and Frontera Materials for type D hot mix asphalt limestone only, requesting approval to engage the following subcontractor, Upper Valley Materials, including the ratification effective 1/20/2021.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
24B for precinct 1, requesting exemption from competitive bidding requirements under Texas Local Government Code 262-024A4, a professional service.
So move. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item B, presentation of scoring grid for the purpose of ranking by Commissioners Court the firms graded through County School of Pre-Qualified Professional Services provided for on-call construction material and geotechnical testing services for projects located within Precinct 1. The nominated firms are Rabba Kistner with 287 points, Earth Company with 275 points, and Fulcrum Consulting with 272 points. Does the board wish to rank in that order?
Move to approve the rankings.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Item C, pursuant to Commissioners Court approval, requesting authority for Hidalgo County Purchasing Department to negotiate a construction material and geotechnical testing services agreement commencing with the number 1 ranked firm of Rabba Kistner for the provisions of on-call construction material and geotechnical testing services for projects within Precinct 1.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Carries.
Item C1 for Precinct 3, requesting approval as recommended by both project engineer, LNG, and TxDOT to award the responsible vendor submitting the lowest and best bid, Ring Construction, Inc., in the amount of $14,028,648.44 for Mile 3 North Road Project.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
D1 for Health and Human Services Department, requesting approval of the interlocal cooperation agreements between Hidalgo County and A, McAllen Independent School District, and B, Edinburgh Consolidated Independent School District for the purpose of effectively responding to public health threats and emergencies.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion
Item-
carries.
Item E1 for Auditor's Office, requesting exemption from competitive bidding requirements under Texas Local Government Code 262024A for a professional service.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
B, acceptance and approval of a letter of engagement between Hidalgo County and Lansol and Lungard for the provisions of consulting services on an as-needed basis for K-Square support services with authority for RC Duran, CPA, Hidalgo County Auditor, to sign applicable documents.
So move.
Motion. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
F1 for District Attorney. A, requesting authority to advertise and publish a request for qualifications for a forensic pathologist for Hidalgo County with approval of the procurement packet, subject to final approval by legal.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Carries.
Item B, requesting appointment of an evaluation committee to review, score, and grade the submitted statements of qualification pursuant to the criteria set forth in the request for qualifications packet. And then the last time, we had a member of the Sheriff's Office, the DA's office, and Judge Cortez.
Motion to have the same committee?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Item 2, requesting acceptance and approval of Second Amendment for the service of dead body pickup and transport between Hidalgo County and Elite Transport and Cleanup Service for further clarification of the out-of-county transporting fee for decedents.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
24.3A, approval of order for exemption of competitive bidding requirements under Texas Local Government Code, Chapter 262024A for a professional service.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item B, pursuant to Government Code Title 10, Chapter 2254.002 and .003, Professional Services Procurement Act, on the basis of demonstrated competence and acceptance and approval of contract with Dr. Fulgencio P. Salinas, MD Forensic Pathologist, for the provision of autopsies and related services, subject to final approval by legal.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you so
Motion
much.
carries. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Judge Commissioners, as we've done in the past, just very quickly, item F, District Attorney, item B, the designation of the Evaluation Committee. Just for the record, as we've done in the past, myself, my office, and a representative of purchasing will assist with respect to any questions and or clarifications needed for the committee.
Okay.
Item 25, Executive Office, Judge Commissioners, 25A, 1 and 2, there is no action to be taken this week. Item 26, discussion, consideration, and possible action regarding A, county response to disaster health emergency. 1, CARES Act funds. A, emergency rental assistance program. Counselor?
I believe, is that the one that we need an extension on the agreement?
When was the county judge on this evaluation committee?
Victor?
Josie, do we need is this the one with, that they're gonna propose that we move forward as discussed in executive session, or is this?
Yes, this is the one that Mr. Cruz updated the court on.
Okay, so I think this is the one that you're going to ask CSA to assist in coming up with proposals on how to spend that money.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes. Is,
Yes, for the emergency rental program?
yes.
Yes, we'll proceed as directed by the court and come up with a plan and have CSA be the lead on this rental assistance program. And then present something to the court as far as staffing and any other resources that we might need to get this program off the ground.
Do we need action, Josie Valde?
Yes, sir.
Make a motion to proceed as discussed.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carried.
Thank you. Item B, measures necessary to preserve public health and safety. There's no action to be taken as there's action already taken. Item C, direction regarding county government operations, including but not limited to essential functions. Judge, commissioners, as we stated, week in and week out, as we have stated, we continue to follow CDC recommended guidelines, social distancing, facial covering, hand washing, sanitizing of our facilities. Again, as I've stated, our constituencies' health and well-being is first and foremost, as well as our employees that provide the service to our constituents. Judge, commissioners, we have already gone to closed session, and so in open session, if I may, item 28A, there is no action to be taken, and 28B, no action to be taken. Item 29A, real estate acquisition appropriation for same, no action. Item 29B, pending and or potential litigation, no action. Item 29C, discussion, consideration, possible action regarding response to public health emergency. Judge, commissioners, there has been action and discussion already. Item 29D, claim of Jorge Garcia. Judge, commissioners, I would like settlement authority to make an offer in the amount of $3,116.54.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And item 29E, claim of Arturo Lopez. Judge, commissioners, I'd like settlement authority to make an offer in the amount of, in settlement of the claim of Arturo Lopez in the amount of $10,000.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Judge, commissioners, there's no need to go back to close. Item 30 or item 31 open, so there's no action. And I believe we have addressed all agenda items. We have adjournment.
I have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Let the record show that it's 5 minutes after 6. We have a motion to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you,
Thank you. Take care.
everyone, for your work.